following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, otherwise known as The Last Guardian, Part 2.
Shall we play a game?
Player to another. Dark soul light. Turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the new clan.
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan Gaming, the podcast where we review games every week as of now, apparently. I am your host, Caleb.
I'm your other host, Joe.
I'm Caleb Craig.
And this is Cameron.
And this week, Cameron and I are going to actually be reviewing Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, a game gifted to us by the longtime friend of the show, Pixel Edged. He sent me a copy on Steam around the time I was playing Final Fantasy 13-2, and we have finally gotten around to playing it. So, very interesting game. I'm excited to get into that in a little bit, but before we do, what has everyone been playing this week?
Oh, Schweiss, the only game I played this week was Lightning Returns. I thought I was going to beat it, but I did not.
What happened?
I got busy with the movie since we had to put out a finished product yesterday, and so it just had to work on that about halfway through the week. Well, didn't even work on it myself, but I had to make a lot of phone calls and pace around and whine about it, and yeah.
So you had other people do it? Is that what happened?
I had other people do it, but I had to be there and be attentive, and
okay.
I thought I had to do other things and didn't.
Well, didn't you have a little showing as well?
We did. We had a showing.
Was that a finished cut showing or a rough cut?
That was a finished cut showing.
So it's almost all the way done.
It is done.
So this version, do you see any revisions in the future for it? Or is this?
I mean, yeah. If I had the people and I had their time, yeah, I would. I would revise about 3 things in that movie.
There is a version of the movie in some alternate universe where I play every character.
Yeah,
and it's incredible.
I don't know if I would call that incredible,
but that version is probably never going to be surfaced in this.
But I got a page that I came up with yesterday, just a page of every single thing that needs to be done to get the movie out there to the Indiegogo people, to the festivals, to everything. And so I have to work on that. I'm going to try to do that next week, just because I'm now unemployed.
Yay! Yay! Without a job again.
That's right.
Sleeping in till 4 in the afternoon.
4:30.
I mean, he does get off
I had
work
a job till this morning, so
this isn't even
no excuses.
This
Joe.
isn't even technically day 1 of unemployment. Since he worked most of his last day today.
Yep, that's true. Thank you, Schweiss. Thank you for
he's actually coming to the defense.
Yeah. Just wait.
Though we did have to awkwardly get you up this morning, so.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't.
Would you
have
call that
to,
awkward?
But,
no, it was actually quite fun.
It was a fucking nightmare. Is what it was.
It was a lot gentler than the fucking air horn that you did under the door for me. So.
Yeah, but you were already awake. You revealed that to us.
Yeah, I was already awake. Doesn't matter though. The air horn
probably
still
heard me going.
Yeah, I heard you fucking giggling.
No, I was thinking of getting the soundtrack from that scene in the orgy house in Eyes Wide Shut, and then just getting it louder and louder, and then you wake up, you just open your eyes, and we're just standing above you.
Oh.
We've got the little lantern thingies too, and it's just epic. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yep.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Okay, so what did you guys do? Because you haven't explained it yet.
Okay, so basically what we did was while Joe was sleeping, we went up to Caleb's room while Joe was just laying there asleep. and we all stood around him like freaks. And then Cam blasted "What Is Love" on his phone as loud as he could, and it was fantastic.
I think I turned around and said, "What the fuck?" There was. I didn't realize how late it was, man. I set my alarm for 2:30, like getting ready for this stuff, and it was like 4:45. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're recording this so late. It's my fault.
It is. It's all right though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the last time it'll be like this, probably. So,
Hopefully, Jesus Christ.
what are you gonna do from now on, though, to get down here? Are you just gonna ride the train, like?
I can ride the train till
Saturday.
August. My plan is to get a job and then get a car.
Oh, okay. So you will end up driving, you think?
Yeah, I will end up driving, and hopefully I can get an apartment down here somewhere.
So you want to be down here then?
I want
that the
to
idea?
go as far south as I can, so I'll probably go to like Payson or
As
something.
far south as south goes.
Yeah.
Texas.
Dun dun.
Yeah. I got to figure out some things in the next couple of years. Greg?
He's going on a spiritual journey that he's going to give up on halfway through. 'cause there's-
Yeah, well, what, the journey to Texas? I would give up too.
no. They're like
I wouldn't wanna
his
go there.
walk alone, the thing he did before.
Oh, shut up, Cameron. No, look, I learned some things about myself, some very valuable things about myself on that journey. That was a very physical hardship for less time than I was hoping for. And it was tough. Yeah, it was tough.
All right. So
Yeah,
just
we
have to
should
do
all,
something to find
we
yourself
can't really
again.
give them shit because we've never tried to do something like that.
I know, but we don't have someone to cover our bills to go do that. So,
I didn't have any bills.
well, exactly. So for Schweiss and I,
That's
to
true.
go try to attempt a month long.
I have no voluntary bills. I have health insurance, and that's it.
Tremendous. Yeah.
And it's,
Glad we have to have that.
yeah.
I'll give you this though. If I had no voluntary bills, as you put it, then I'd probably go do something. Like
Health
that.
insurance has saved my ass
Yeah.
a couple times. Yeah,
It is good
'Cause
to
I
have.
bitched about it when I was like, "Fuck, I have to get health insurance." Then,
Then when your jaw got locked,
then
and
when
sucked
my jaw got locked,
mode, suck
or when I
mode
wrecked on my
activated.
bike a couple months ago,
Yeah.
then yeah, we go to the hospital
It's
without
nice to
having to
have that.
like pay up the ass.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I have to do that anyway, though. Like, mine is so garbage. I go to the I went to the Instacare and it was like $150, and then I got the bill and it was like $130, and I'm like, ooh, thanks guys for covering $20 fucking dollars. Like, I'm glad I paid that copay to get in. Fucking useless. It's like that's how much it costs me for 2 weeks of that shit. So like, if I go to the Instacare once every 2 weeks, I've basically paid for it. But then I have to pay the other $130, so it's not worth it. Complete shit. But anyway, Craig, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Parasite Eve 2, The Division, and that might be it. I think that's
Persona.
it. No, I don't think I played any of that this week.
Bounty
Did you
Hunter?
buy it?
Persona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Bounty
we did this poll for you guys, and I
It was
wasn't sure.
Right after the poll.
Okay.
Right after we announced it, I got it. So.
Yeah, I still need to buy that game.
You probably should, since we.
I should probably buy it and start playing it like I wanted to, so I can get it done on time. Don't pull a Joe over here. So
Yeah.
Joe pulls what he pulls.
Yeah?
Mostly his cock.
How would it be?
Every night.
That's, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. It wouldn't be pulling a Joe if it
Wouldn't
wasn't
be much
Joe.
of a stretch.
Man, you're on
I
fire.
don't even know if he meant that one.
he did.
Oh, firsthand. Is that all you got into this week?
Yeah, I think that's all I've been playing.
All right.
All right. So I've been playing Bounty Hunter. I've been playing The Division. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege. I've been playing Skyrim. I've been playing Doom Brothers.
God,
Yeah.
Cameron, you played a lot of video games this week.
Yeah, diversification. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
he's trying to
10 minutes in each game.
that gaming portfolio. Yeah. I'm diversifying my
It's going to diversify my time investment. That's what I got to do.
What's the next game review? Is it Parasite Eve 2?
Yeah,
and
this
then
is
Bounty Hunter.
And then
Bounty Hunter, but we have
Bounty Hunter.
We have something else in between that, I believe.
A game?
Something.
I don't think we have anything between those.
Let's do a quick check in between the little break we get.
Yeah. I feel like there is, but we'll see.
What have you played this week, Schweiss?
Oh man, I finished up the platinum for Lightning Returns, so I got that out of the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was really grindy at the end. You saw what I was doing. I had to do 20 upgrades to my equipment and 20 upgrades to shields and things of that nature. It was just shields. So, but what I had, you get like little components, little pieces to upgrade shit with during the course of the game, throughout the game, right? And I had like, I don't know, 30 of these pieces. And I go in, I knock out all the other trophies, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do for this? I look it up, and I go to the spot to upgrade. And I just spam through and upgrade a bunch, and then I save after I got the trophy for upgrading the weapons. And then I start working on the shields, and I run out of components, and I only had like 3 of them done, and I'm like, ooh, man, this is rough. So I go back in and I can actually remove the components from the upgrade, so I can like de-upgrade essentially, like downgrade the weapons again. But the problem is that when you do that, you have like there's a chance for the component to just disappear, to be broken in the process.
What?
Yeah. So I went and I pulled them all out of the weapons. And then I just had to keep playing my numbers. I would like have all the components from the weapons, and then I would put them into the shields and then pull them out of the shields. And if I got like 70% of them back again, I would keep it. If I didn't, I would have to restart because, I had to get 20 or 30 upgrades. And the only way I was going to do that is by upgrading and then downgrading and then upgrading and downgrading. So I had to like keep playing my odds until I got the perfect stretch. Dude, it was fucking retarded. It was so dumb. And it was a bronze too. It was the stupid bronze trophy keeping me away from the platinum.
I feel like some of the times, like the bronze is like the fucking hardest trophies to get.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like you would get a gold for just nothing.
If that was true, you'd have more golds than bronze.
No,
Well,
there's
there's
like they put the
as an
golds as
average.
like
I was talking to Caleb because if bronze are so hard, then,
Well, I think it's...
there are just a lot of like the ones that he has for the bronze. There's a shitload that are like that.
yeah.
That just
it's
take a lot of time or ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's a cost analysis thing that Craig is getting into here. Like, is it really worth the 15 points for that bronze? It's not even that good, but it's the thing keeping me away from the platinum. So I knocked that out. Thank God. I don't have to return to that game anymore. Not that I didn't like it. It's just that grindy final trophy was awful. I burned through Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I played that game. I played Parasite Eve 2 for about 5 hours, 6 hours, I think, so far. And I have put about that much into God of War 3. I'm going to try to platinum that thing. I only have like 4 more
another
trophies.
8 hours to go on that
Yeah,
one.
I fucked up. I died during one of the parts, or like restarted from a checkpoint, and I forgot to grab one of the godly items, so I have to start the game over and play at least 5 hours after I get to a dungeon/puzzle thing that I have to complete without dying. So it's going to be a little longer than I anticipated, but
You're gonna have to do like 2 playthroughs, at least up to the Hera part.
Yeah, that only took me 5 hours though.
Well, then you should finish up the one you're on right now.
I
Get
will.
the rest of the trophies.
I will. That's what I'll do, and then I'll start over and get the godly item. So that's going to be my 14th platinum. So, yeah, and I think that's all I've
Jesus.
played. So,
Okay, so did anybody beat the game?
Yep.
yes.
yep.
Oh, Jesus, no. Okay, Craig?
I beat Parasite Eve 2 and The Division.
Okay, Parasite Eve 2. The Division.
So I beat Brothers.
What are you...
You just put the mathematical symbol for division right there instead of writing it out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I beat Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, and I also beat The Division. And see, when you say I beat The Division, you mean I have played all of the storyline for the main content, because there wasn't even credits.
They gave us a pop-up that was like the end game. You beat the game at that point.
Wait,
it's hard to know with these large open multiplayer games.
Is this like the Tom Clancy, the other one where there's a final
The
mission?
Rainbow Six one?
No.
Ish.
So we went through the main story of the base game as well.
Yeah, we also leveled up to 30, so there's no more levels for us. So there's
but now it's item level so that you're going
stuff.
for. So
yeah, it's like all extra stuff now.
So now it's an MMO.
Yeah,
well,
So it's happening.
pretty much.
Fun.
Twice.
I beat Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. And I also beat Lightning Returns. And I didn't beat Parasite Eve 2. I was going to try to, but things got in the way.
I
Almost
beat nothing. Okay.
Man, you're getting behind. You're like cam numbers of last year.
Yeah, of yesteryear.
Hopefully Lightning Returns helps me a little bit. So we're going to review Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
We are, but wait, we have one more thing I want to dive into. Now, I know some of us take our vows and our New Year's resolutions a little more seriously than others. And I know I can't really talk when it comes to this.
Hold on.
What?
Don't we do this after?
Yeah, tribunal is usually later.
Jesus.
Do you want to say it? Or do you want to just get it done now?
Let's just do it now.
All right,
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
We also need questions, which I noticed you don't have.
Questions, come on.
Easy.
Take you to tribunal for that, bitch.
So Caleb Craig, this is something I noticed last night. So
Where is it? Where's the thingy?
Fine. I was gonna do it after I called him out on it. So we got a
No, that's the drop to let people know we're getting into it.
Yeah.
So we got a $10 PlayStation Network gift card from Shinru, one of our forum members, to play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne,
Yep.
the 7th. And here's what happened. So we got $10 gift card, right? The game comes up, rings up to be $9.99, but Utah has this sweet thing now where we charge taxes on online purchases where we used to
literally
not.
just happened like, what, a month or two ago?
Something like that, yes. And the total for this game is now $10.36 or 37 cents. I can't remember which. So Caleb Craig, I hereby find you guilty of spending money on video games.
You find me guilty
this year.
You can't find me guilty. You're no judge.
You are guilty of this crime.
I am guilty of nothing.
Caleb, what did you say at the beginning of the year?
That I wouldn't buy a game.
You wouldn't buy a game. You wouldn't spend.
I was
money.
sent
What
a game.
on a game.
What does buying a game truly mean? Does it mean spending money to obtain a game? Because
It was a game for Nude Clan.
I feel that is exactly what buying a game is. Whether or not that game is 10 cents,
Okay.
$100, it's not the dollar amount that matters. It's the policy. It's the rhetoric behind buying of the game.
Okay, you do realize that Shinru sent us this game, which means it is a game for our reviewing of Nude Clan, which means the 38 cents that we had to pay, both you and I, by the way, so you also would be in tribunal for this.
I accept my punishment.
It's finito. We don't need to do this.
I don't think so.
Because it's for a Nude Clan review.
But it's only for a Nude Clan review
Because they sent us.
But they only sent us $10, Caleb.
For the
It was
intent of purchasing the
$10.37.
game, which it covered the $9.99 of the game. The
I gotta
taxes
say-
is a new thing for us.
Caleb. It's only a part of Nude Clan if it gets voted in or if the game is gifted.
It was gifted. He sent us the gift cards
90
with the intent of purchasing a $9.99 game.
It was not $9.99.
Yes, it was.
It
was
was
$9.99, and then tax
37 cents.
afterwards is different.
Caleb, it's either paid for or it's not. I mean, we got to decide here. So
I can't argue this. There's no argument for you
How is there
whatsoever.
not? You say you come at me from an angle of it's for the show, right? But
It's
only
for the show,
It's
and
only
it was sent to us as a gift, which means we have to play it because we took that out that we would do it.
right. We have to play.
Which means it will become a review, which means that because of that it's a review, it's a game for Nude Clan,
Right,
which
but-
means any purchase towards it.
Right, but what
Doesn't
you're saying
matter.
though is that if we then review Overwatch, it becomes a part of Nude Clan, and it doesn't
No,
matter.
we already said we were going to play Nocturne. We already said that. We
Right.
announced it like 2 weeks ago.
So yeah, in that case, it is a purchase.
we
form.
already even thanked
For
him
Nude
for
Clan,
sending
so-
it to us, which means that
man,
it is
that was-
a game
That was then.
that he sent us.
That was then, and he sent us 99% of that game.
Yeah, but
that
now-
other
but
1%.
now, since because he wants you to play this game, this game has become for Nude Clan. So I think the point is moot now. Yeah, you guys paid an extra 37 cents in taxes, and it wasn't actually 37. Hey, back up now. The 37 cents you paid wasn't for the fucking game. It was because you bought the fucking game. You got to pay 37 cents to the government. So it wasn't even for the game. So I think that point is moot altogether.
All right, so you say we should be innocent because the game doesn't naturally have to be taxed?
Yes, because the
So
price
man has tainted the purchase?
So
the Utah State government has
because
taken the purchase.
because the developers of the game are only getting the $9.99. The 37 cents is going to the state.
Yep. I agree with Cameron. I think that Caleb initially paid for the game with the gift card,
Yeah.
and then the Utah State tax was tacked onto it, and he had to pay solely the tax over the $10 amount out of his own pocket.
Correct.
Well, we'll just have to see what the listeners think. Are we guilty or are we innocent of this
Well,
crime?
innocent.
Skull says taxation is theft, so
Well,
his opinion is up the whole matter.
I agree. But, we'll leave that up to you guys. So let us know. What do you think? Should we be punished? You know, it's funny, though, because I bought it, and then I was like, I'm going to totally rail on Caleb for
There will
this.
be a poll.
Yeah, there will
Okay.
be. We'll see what you guys think. What you guys think. And if we're found guilty, we'll come up with a good...
So basically,
good
he's
punishment.
saying that he bought this for the intent of trying to screw me over.
Well, no. Wait, who bought what?
You bought Nocturne, and while you were buying Nocturne, you were like, "Oh, he's got to buy this for 37 cents, so I'm going to try and screw him over."
Yeah, of course I said that.
Yeah, so you're a bitch.
Why would I not say that, though? Like, I'm just trying to uphold the rules, the law that we have put in place. That's the thing here.
I'm protected under the rules that we have put in place.
Caleb.
It's true.
Are we?
Yes, I am. I don't know about
He's
you.
just stalling to pull up the questions. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a quick question here from Shinru. Correct upcoming game schedule order, he says.
Should we just put it on the fucking site so we don't have to go into Google Drive to find this goddamn thing?
So they know when we're just fucking with the schedule.
Yeah. And Shinner will be like, excuse me, you said that the next game would be a Caleb and Cameron game, but in fact it is not.
Yeah, because Joe took
That would have
4
actually
weeks
been
over.
really useful.
Yeah, maybe this is something we should add to the site. I mean, that's something we have over on Ultima. We have a list of everything that we will do, everything that's coming up.
All the games anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what the order is? 'Cause
No, I do.
Okay.
So right now it should be it's my episode. So Caleb or Cameron and I are reviewing a game, which we swapped the quad movie review, and then it's a Cameron episode. Me and Craig.
Okay, so then in 2 weeks we have Parasite Eve.
Yeah, technically, yeah,
Okay.
because we swapped a few things around, and then
I
it's,
guess next episode we'll be reviewing Division, Cam. We might as well. Both of us beat it.
I guess so. Instead of planning an episode, I'm just going to have to plan a Division review. So
that
let's do
works. And then
I feel like that's an easy way out.
That's a good way.
We are a
it's
video
good
game.
thing.
More reviews.
We should
the
have
better.
more reviews. Yeah.
We encourage the I beat a game and you beat a game. Let's just review this on my episode thing.
yeah, it's totally fine. Then we have a Caleb Craig episode and a Q&A episode. So this is the one where you guys get to ask us all of your those questions that you've been really itching to ask the Nude Clan.
Burning questions.
And we'll dive into a bunch of those.
Burning. This sounds like something you got to talk to your doctor about.
Yeah. Erection that lasts longer than 4 hours. All of
I
it.
doubt you've had that problem.
That's the only problem I've ever had.
You just got to talk to the doctor about your
Wait, it's
raging
supposed to
gonorrhea.
go down?
Yeah. Then we have Joe's episode, and then after that we have the quad game based on another entertainment
So
medium,
Bounty Hunter.
which is Bounty Hunter. Yeah,
How far away is Bounty Hunter then from now?
Bounty Hunter from now technically is like a month.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah, so we have some time
Okay.
because of that Q&A episode that we have in between, which should be a really fun one.
Should be enough time for Caleb to actually get it done, with all the trouble he's having with
Yeah.
it. So
What's after
Fucking
that?
Bounty
Just
Hunter.
do
I want to destroy
is
that
it the
game.
7 weeks away?
After that one, after the quad based, is my episode, and then Cameron and Joe.
Oh, so that's how many weeks away is that? Just checking.
Enough for a vote.
That's week 14, and right now we
enough
are
time to
on
campaign for Fable 2.
week 6, so that's 8 weeks away.
Okay, next week we got to do a vote then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys will have something to do next week. Let's see what what his idea on our upcoming game schedule looks like. He says, is this the game schedule in order? Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Okay, that's accurate. Parasite Eve 2. Yeah, there might be something in between.
Yeah, Division.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter, yes. Persona 5, no.
Way.
The Persona
Way
5 is like way far away. Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, no. Horizon Zero Dawn, no. And Armored Core 3, LOL. Never. He's asking if he's
never
missing
say
any
never.
games.
Never say never.
Yeah, he
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No
will
one
be
said
reviewed.
that one of us can't make a forced entry, so
said, yeah.
Wait,
if you-
one of us can't make a force?
no one
entry?
said we couldn't do it. So
Are
Armored
you
Core
saying
3.
that you're going to donate $10 to our Patreon just to make Joe play Armored Core 3?
That's not.
very likely, yeah.
No.
It's not written anywhere. It doesn't say I can't do
my
it.
4 nominations are Armored Core 3, and
Well, I
No,
just
Armored
picked
Core
from the
1,
Armored Core
2,
series,
and
yeah.
No, you just do 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we can
I guess.
And Armored Core
Answer.
5, yeah.
maybe for answer we'll make
No one says I
sense
can't
once we-
make that donation.
Cameron,
so.
I will murder you.
I'll have to just make a fun Patreon name that you won't even know is me.
Yeah,
So-
but if you actually do that, he'll automatically assume that it's you.
I know. So now someone does it and I don't do it, he's going to blame me for it.
Yeah, that's going to be great. And then you deny it vehemently, and it's just totally you.
Well, if anybody
I'll
puts
show
an
you my
Armored Core
recent
game, it's going to be
transactions.
on there. It's going to be voted for.
Oh yeah,
Not
it's
even
totally
funny.
going to be voted.
Not
for.
even funny. Don't.
Hey,
fucking
bad
say it.
games make funny reviews.
Yeah, here's the thing, though.
They don't
Shitter.
make fun life.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Shin Megami Tensei. I don't have time to do that right now. And I know it's a 50-hour game, and I know it's a gifted game, but we can't... There's no way in hell that Caleb and I are going to be able to just knock that game out. There's nothing. It's nothing to
Yeah,
us.
it's a 60-hour game. It's going to take a little while. Yeah,
Jesus
it's 20 hours longer than your playthrough of
So
Zestria.
Caleb has a 60-hour game and a 105-hour game to get started.
Yeah, I got some time.
And
to-
he's expected to beat those week after week, or those one of them, and then 2 weeks later beat the other
Do you think
one,
we don't
so.
have jobs? Is that what you think? We don't have
I don't.
stuff to do day to day?
So-
yeah, we know you don't.
So we don't want to be dicks, but it's going to be a little bit before I can get into that, because I also have Final Fantasy 14,
Yeah.
which is a huge fucking game that's going to be coming up in the next week. So I'm going to be very
so
busy.
it's going to be something played in the meantime.
Yeah,
like
and,
a back burner game.
Yeah, and it's I hate to set the precedent that we're just going to play stuff right away when we get it. We'll play it when we can. And certainly I am probably going to play Horizon Zero Dawn first, but that's because I'm very much interested in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, it's a newer game and it's only like
I've been
20
having a lot of fun
hours.
playing it.
and I'm not
It's been
interested
fun.
in Nocturne at this time, so I will play it. I just won't play it.
Play it in the order that it was purchased for you.
I don't know what that order is.
It was Horizon Zero Dawn first, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Before
I'm not-
Nocturne? No, technically he sent us Nocturne before.
Dun, dun, dun.
But when did Jamu actually mail off the copies of Horizon
Well,
Zero
What is
Dawn?
this?
Honestly,
What
I
is
don't
this?
know.
We can't be held to the standard of the
tell you.
USPS. We just barely got over the fact that we can't be tried because of taxation, and now we're going to be having to play Shin Megami Tensei
He
because
purchased these games on the 18th.
There's still a vote for that.
on the 18th. You say?
The games were purchased on the 18th.
Okay, Caleb, pull up Messenger, PlayStation Messenger, and let's
Jesus
find out.
Christ.
Let's find out
What is
exactly
this?
when.
Too much. Too much.
No.
Sorry, the 17th.
The 17th?
Yeah.
Wait. 17th our time or Sweden?
It was the 17th of our time.
Okay. Let me see what.
Oh, now you're going to pull in fucking time travel now? What is this? It's too much.
No.
What did?
Oh! 18th for the message from Shinru. Horizon Zero Dawn will be played first.
Oh my god.
On all accounts. Excellent. Tremendous right there. So we I don't mind playing them in the order that we receive them now that I know that Nocturne is after Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm itching to play.
Okay.
So
Well, this itchy going around. You gotta get that fucking checked.
I know.
Taking care of.
Gonorrhea is a bad thing, my friend.
I'm thinking we quit life for like a month and a half and just clear out Ultima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quit life.
Then you can play all these games.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
He's gonna pay for the fucking mortgage, though.
So
Guys just can't move. You'll have to stay here.
you can't just call your mortgage company and be like,
Wait
"Hey,
for it. We know
all those extra payments I did, could you just cover me?"
We know
for
a
little bit?"
certain Scode and girlfriend. Maybe that's a format worth learning from.
Oh shit!
What are you talking
A
about?
certain Scode and girlfriend.
Oh, so I don't do anything?
Yeah, you're a stay-at-home.
Nothing.
suck.
I'm a stay-at-home piece of shit.
Yeah, playing video games, just working on the dream.
Yeah.
Working on the podcast.
He doesn't
Gonna
even
make it big
He
someday.
doesn't even clean the house.
Yeah, that's true. Well, then neither of them know what that is, what that C word means.
No, she does.
No, she doesn't.
She does once every 6 months. She understands what it means.
Dude, you were
What?
not there the last month.
Well, he
I
did
mean,
say every 6 months.
The only cleaning.
I did not say regularly. I
Dude,
said she
the
does
fucking-
clean every once in a while. She'll do like a spring cleaning thing.
The fucking flies were disgusting.
Yeah.
She would regularly use my bathroom because their bathroom was shit. Seriously, it was made out of shit.
made out of shit.
Yes, or you couldn't tell it wasn't made out of shit because they didn't fucking clean
Yeah,
it.
dude, if these people procreate, we just have to kill them. We just have to kill them. What are we going to do?
Destroy the sea.
I thought we got all the offensiveness out in episode 69. Are we going to do a eugenics conversation this week? Is that what we're going to go into? Selective breeding? Is that
We're
episode
just,
70? Eugenics.
Let me be clear.
we're
and
as
Brothers, A Tale of
offensive
Two
as
Sons.
we need
Okay.
to be.
Cody and Sarah are white. They also
Are you saying that just so you don't get in
They
trouble
also-
for race?
need to not breed.
Wait, are you assuming that our eugenics plan
Oh my God!
would target non-whites?
Racial
with-
genocide?
What is
Why would
this,
you even
Joe?
think that, Joe? You're terrible.
Oh my God!
That's,
Fucking racist.
That's coming from a place that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, and he's German.
Yeah.
I just don't want the spawn of Cody and Sarah to exist.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't
It is fair. It is fair if you know those people.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
And then they're the whole reason why I lived in the closet for like 4 months. It's
Yeah.
their fault.
Yeah, you would have stayed in that other place, wouldn't you have? You'd have
Yeah.
been just fine. No,
Dude, I loved that place. That was a comfortable place to be.
yeah.
The closet?
No, the fucking townhome. We
Everything
were
fell to
before.
shit the day he came out.
One man's journey out of the closet was harder than he could imagine.
Joe's next movie.
Oh my God! No.
Man decides to leave church. man becomes gay, man slowly comes out over time. Like, man, why do the movies always have the same themes? Like, are you fucking trying to tell us something here?
Because Brokeback Bakery
It's a
is
cry
real.
for help.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's going to be the order of the games. When you guys send us a game, we will get to it. It's just going to take us a little while. I don't know, like Joe, how much of Horizon Zero Dawn, I mean, do you plan on playing in the coming months?
I plan on beating one game at a time. I don't like doing that multiple games.
What about two shows?
FF14 will be the exception, where
So you'll play another game.
I'll probably
or-
carve out 2 days a week to play 14 and 1 day a week to play the Nude Clan game.
2 days a week. That's what we've got.
For 14, yeah.
How many hours are you thinking?
Probably just start at 5 and go till
We
10,
drop
maybe. Yeah,
10. That's
Yeah.
10 hours a week. That's not enough,
that is enough.
dude.
That is definitely.
But you
enough.
don't have a job. It should be like 3 times
Caleb.
that.
If my parents see me playing video games all night long, they will murder me.
They don't have to see you do it.
Yes, they do. I have to live there for a little while.
You got a laptop. You could come over here.
Yeah, Alistair brings up a good point. He said this on the stream a little while ago. He said we're under no obligation to play every game people send in, and that we're only.
I'm
We're
under
only
no
men.
I am under no obligation.
Yeah, it's a time obligation more than anything though. Like we will get to it. It's just
Yeah, we promised that we'd do it, so we're gonna like go for it. But we're not gonna do it instantly. So
Yeah, we'll come up with something though. We'll come up with some way to make it a little more manageable, and
yeah, especially like the super long RPGs. Because I mean, if it's like the short games, like the Brothers, the 3-hour one, that's one that we can like.
yeah,
do.
yeah. But the sucky part is that a lot of our listener base loves those really long RPGs, and that's not a bad thing.
No.
It's just hell
It
to
just
our
means that those
lives.
RPGs are gonna take time.
Yeah, so the method we might come up with could just be we'll play whatever we want.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get
Whenever,
it done
which is
faster than
shitty,
Joe
but-
beats Estria. I mean,
I don't know, man. You guys haven't. Cameron doesn't even own Persona 5, so
I don't, but I need to soon.
So I don't know. Yeah, we'll play it when we can, but
Yeah.
there's no promises.
I have no obligation.
But will you-
I said Zero Dawn, yes. It's an exception.
Because it's already gifted and it's a new game and it's interesting. Is that what?
Yeah, and since you three are all gonna, we might as well make it the mega game.
no,
Well, they can make game reviews
It's
too
just
far
a
out.
game that we will play. All 4 of us.
Shut up, Caleb.
And see, that's why I was asking like what your plans are to play it. Is that going to be the next game you play outside of Bounty Hunter?
If I beat Bounty Hunter and we're still playing 14, then the next game would be Horizon, I think.
Okay.
Or some Horizon, and then yeah,
Okay.
we might as well make an order for it off air so that I have a date that I gotta go beat it by.
All right.
Otherwise, it won't happen.
If we're all playing, I mean, I don't mind just having that as a regular game or replacing something with it, and then having our mega game. Because I don't know if we want to do the mega game that's in like a few months. As
We
a
could
game that's,
replace
like,
mine
been
and
old.
Cameron's thing and just like switch the weeks.
We could. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking never Fable 2.
never. No, it'll be Fable 2 in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be some other bullshit game and not
I'm
Fable
gonna
2.
nominate Fable 2 without you if we don't do it.
How dare you, Cameron?
I know. I mean, I want to play that fucking game, man.
Do you have it?
No, but I will.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shit. Anyways, so that's not the order, but
That's the confusion of the order.
Yeah. So, fuck. Let's get into this Brothers Tale of Two Sons game. Okay. Come on, trailer. Oh.
We got the nice cutscene of the castle from Last Guardian in there.
Yeah.
This looks like Eco.
Yeah. That's literally the whole game right there.
That was the majority of the game, yeah.
The majority of the game in 1 minute.
Oh, nice.
So that is the 2013 E3 trailer for Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
How did
That
they
was
do
the
it on
E3
Xbox?
trailer, and they put it on the Xbox first.
They put it on both. They just did
I'm
that.
just wondering how the controls were on the... Okay, I can see
It's
with the
one
sticks.
stick.
Okay, that makes sense with the sticks. Never mind. The sticks are fine.
Yeah. So anyway, Brothers: Tale of Two Sons is an adventure game produced by Starbreeze Studios. They are actually based out of Stockholm, Sweden.
Does Starbreeze sound like a euphemism for a fart?
Kinda. The
What made you think that?
I don't know. Starfish.
Star Home Breeze.
Starbreeze. Yeah, I could see that. Nice.
Got a nice little breeze.
Starbreeze Studio.
Yeah, it would be a silent one though. I think it'd be a dignified, just like, you know.
The silent but deadly one.
No,
Yeah.
it's the star that can't quite hold itself closed anymore, so it's just
Yeah.
Low shutter speed.
its aperture.
Shutter speed.
Its aperture is always slightly open.
What the fuck? Is this a camera thing now?
Caleb got
sphincter,
into.
man.
Caleb just barely opened up a fucking. Oh, what the hell is that website that you post pictures all the time? Instagram. He got an Instagram account, so
What the hell is Instagram?
he's got photos on the mind.
There is no. I don't think there is a shutter speed on phones. There's no shutter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there isn't one.
It's all fake. Yeah, it's all digital.
Yeah, so the game it's based on a third-person view where you actually control two characters at the same time. The two brothers are moved individually by either two thumbsticks on the controller or the WASD keys and the arrow keys on your keyboard. It's a game where you use a lot of cooperation between the two characters.
Between your two hands, yeah.
Between your two hands, yeah. Your left hand cooperates with your right hand all the time. One of the
Joe
other
is unfamiliar with this.
one of the other interesting aspects of the game is all of the in-game dialogue is spoken in some fictional language, and apparently this is based on Lebanese Arabic. And
Okay.
so the story is told completely through actions and gestures, expressions, emotions, etc. There is no discernible dialogue in this game whatsoever. The story in this thing, you basically begin as a young boy named Nai, who is paying his respects at the gravesite of his dead mother who drowned at sea, and he was there and wasn't able to save her, so he's kind of haunted by this whole thing. His older brother, Naya, calls him to help their ill father. This is like a fucking painstaking part of the game where you have to like control the two brothers.
It's where you're first learning how to use the two different
Characters.
two
yeah.
different characters controls. type
Yeah, and
thing,
you're
so.
like wheeling your dad up to the village doctor because he's fucked up. I think he's a
He's
smoker. Is what happened. He's on the tobacco and he smokes like 6 packs a day. So he's coughing.
Vague sickness that's making him cough all the time.
Yeah. So you bring him up to the doctor, and then you get set on this grand quest to go to the Tree of Life or something along those lines. Some big tree off in the distance to kind of pull the water from it, and to bring back to your father so that he can be healed from his lung cancer that he has from all the smoking he's been doing over the years. And there's some crazy parts where you traverse through the woods at night. There's a bunch of wolves.
That part was actually pretty fast for me, but
Yeah, no, it glitched on me, but yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a part where you're going around and there's this like village asshole that I call him, and he's always trying to like, he's like trying to cut you off and like get in
he's
your
always
way.
like, oh, you can't get past me.
Yeah, and
It
you
was
sick
so
a dog
dumb.
on him, so you do that, and then there's
Like you stick up like a little teeny border collie on him, and that was enough.
yeah, that guy's a puss. And then you go into like the caves, the mountainous region, and you like reunite two cave trolls together. One of them
Troll
looks
with
like
troll wife.
yeah, one of them looks like Snooki, and you finally get near the end. You meet up with this girl who is seems
You save a girl who's going to be ritually sacrificed.
yeah, and then she ends up being a giant evil spider woman.
Yeah.
So it turns into like the Hobbit kind of. Or
She turns into like, you know how a centaur's half man, half horse. If you're not
Half
watching
devil.
Mortal Kombat.
Spytar. Yeah.
but it's half. It's the woman top with a spider bottom.
Yeah, so it's
She's
like
an arachne.
yeah, there you go. Whatever, if that's what it is. Yeah.
Whatever he just fucking
What is
said.
some kind of fake?
Yeah. So you do that, and then
yeah, you brutalize her too.
yeah, you brutalize her. But before you finish, before you finish up with her, she actually skewers the older brother with one of her
Poison stick.
poison legs,
Yeah.
and he ends up dying. Like you bring the water from the tree of life and you try to heal him, and it doesn't do anything for him, and it's like super emotional. There's no
Yeah, because you have to fucking bury your brother.
there's a scene where you're dragging him over and you have to like dig a
your
grave.
You drag your brother, drop him into the grave, then you push the dirt over it.
Yeah. And once you do that, I mean, you basically head back home and cure your dad. You bring the water from the tree to him, and this poor fucker, man, he's got to he's cured, so he's not going to die, but like it cost him one of his sons. So now he lives on knowing that his son died for him to be healed. Yeah, dude, it's like deep. It's fucking heavy as
Dude,
fuck.
yeah, this game, it starts out kind of like a light children's game. You have a fun little village of village idiots trying to get in your way and stuff. But as you go through the game, it just starts to get darker and darker to where you get to this part where it looks like the Last Guardian Castle. You go into this giant's area and you get this owl griffin out of a cage. And it's like super Last Guardian to where you're flying on the back of the owl griffin.
Yeah.
And then it lands you on the edge of this battle zone, and then the griffin dies right there in front of you. And so you have that kind of moment of heaviness, and then you start going through this battlefield littered with corpses of giants. And then they're just bleeding into the creek that you have to go through, and then you have to like cut off their limbs. You have to shoot a bow into one's head just to get them to move so you can continue through. And then at one point, you just get doused in blood, head to toe, both your guys. You have to walk through, pretend you're this deity covered in blood.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
dude.
the
It's
game,
like all
the game
over.
starts light, but as you keep going, the game gets dark. Then it gets.
But this
emotionally
game is
heavy.
only like 2 hours long. Right?
4, but I
it's
did it
4,
in
okay.
about 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3 to 4 hour game, and it's insane because there's an instant tone shift. Like there's like it's super peaceful, and then suddenly there's people hanging from trees, and it's
Yeah.
like holy shit! Like this shit just got serious, you know.
It starts out like, oh, this is a fun little kids game. No, it's not.
Yeah,
There wasn't even like a hint at what was going to come in there early on.
not really. I could
no.
tell that the chick was going to turn into something evil. Like
Well,
she's-
the thing is, you keep going on. She keeps leading you on. Your brother keeps trying to tug you in the other direction, but you know the older brother just needs some puss, so he's
Yeah.
going to follow her. He turns into, and he ends up dying for it in the end. So you know,
yeah, that's a good allegory there. Don't go for it. You know,
Don't go for
stay
the puss.
celibate. Yeah,
just don't be fooled by their wily ways. Stay
yeah.
clean.
Don't trust it. It's a fucking lie.
Wow.
Honestly, though, it's always impressive, and for me, this game kind of reminded me of Journey in a way. It's like a game that has a really, really loose story, and it's like just really interesting looking. And but honestly, for me, I think just on a personal level, I preferred this game over Journey by far because the amount of the visceral feel of it is insane, considering there's not a single word spoken in English this entire time. They don't speak English. You get it based on their
Like what
interactions
happens.
and on shit like that. And I think it's absolutely amazing what they were able to create with the story in this game. I think it's. I like how it doesn't have to explain everything. Like we got the moment where we find the weird indigenous people and we bathe ourselves in blood because we see like this weird like statue that they're worshiping, and then we make ourselves, the brothers like get on each other's shoulders and look like the
They
statue.
both are on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, and they rescue. It's like a ball. They rescue the girl that ends up turning into a spider, right?
Yeah.
And from them doing that, and it's like, well, I have no context for any of that shit, but just the heaviness of the fact that you fucking
It communicates emotions really well. It doesn't need actual language to communicate. It was a simple story communicated through
It shows.
emotion.
It doesn't tell it.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's honestly, it's more emotional than most games I've ever played, and it
Pretty sure you would have cried. You would have cried.
It accomplished something that Final Fantasy 15 couldn't even dream of accomplishing in the 30 hours of story that thing has, with no dialogue. So I say kudos to these guys for creating such a I don't know, a human experience to this game, and I was blown away by it. I was not expecting a game with a story like that, really, to be honest.
So what do you give the story?
I'm going to give the story a 10. I think it's fine.
Story a 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. 10 out of 10.
Nothing wrong with it at all. I think it accomplishes more than most video game stories as far as the emotional response. And, that's coming from me, and I don't really give emotion very often. So,
And then you have to
feel
think of this
nothing.
because the boy was with the mom as she died at sea, right?
yeah, and then he's
And
with
then
his,
he's with his brother as his brother dies. So he's seen his mom and his brother die. And that boy is a strong fuck, too.
Yeah, well, what's funny, it's also, the game also does one other thing with the story, and I want to touch on before we move on to gameplay. Each brother has kind of their own command, and there's a few parts where the older brother has to carry the younger brother on his back while they're swimming because he's afraid of the water because of what
Can't
happened with
swim.
his mom, I believe.
Oh, okay, maybe that, yeah.
It's kind of connected to that, I feel. Obviously, it's never explained, but that's just kind of what I assume. And there's a moment where the older brother's dead now, and the younger brother has to, go through the water, and you actually have to use the older brother's control scheme
yeah.
to traverse the water. So
Yeah, I
he's
thought
like,
that was really cool because I wanted to touch on that too because there was a point where I'm trying to figure out how to get the water because the brother didn't want to go in the water. But then I'm figuring out maybe it's a part about him growing into his brother, him just becoming stronger in himself because the older brother was the stronger of the two. He'd do the heavy lifting parts of things, whereas the younger brother could sneak and get into going between bars and stuff. But then you use the brother's control, the stronger controls, to then get him through the more difficult areas to where now he can swim through the water using the brother's controls, and then he could jump up a cliff on his own, whereas before he needed his brother to boost him up.
yeah, so he took on the role of his older brother, and I thought that was a really cool thing.
It was a mix of himself and his brother is what I felt.
Yeah, and it was insane though because it took me forever to fucking figure that out. I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? The water's the only place I can go," and he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to go in the water.
I ran around a few times and I'm like, I'm just going to try the brother's controls just to see what happens.
Yeah, and it was like, oh well. And I was like, that's actually a really cool gameplay / story mechanic that they added in there.
It's like the gravity of just him. I don't know, just the depth of that part to me. It was striking.
Yeah. So yeah, perfect. Nothing wrong with it. The gameplay, it's a little bit frustrating at times. I mean, we have, like I said, we have one brother being controlled.
So you know
by-
how people always say, rub your stomach and pat your head or something like that. You end up kind of doing a mix of both. Some
Yeah.
people can do it just fine, but that's what this was. Is you have to control two brothers who have their own separate controls, and once you get it down, it's really satisfying. It's frustrating at times because when you have the brother who's controlled with the controls on the right and he gets on the left hand side of the screen, it starts to get fucked up in your head because it's backwards. But it's really satisfying when you actually get things going.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like the sense of teamwork that the two brothers have with each other. They are both really good at certain things, but without each other, neither of them would be able to go on this adventure to save their father. Essentially,
So you control both at the same time.
Yeah. One
That's
you control with the arrows. One you control.
You can. So there's certain parts that you have to control both of them at the same time, where you have to do things together, and so you're controlling each their own individual set of controls and getting them to go places and working together to get there. So
And this is on a keyboard.
yeah.
Okay.
And so WASD and arrows, spacebar, and right control.
So they just have one action and then
So
directions?
they have the one.
Oh, you
control,
could
yeah.
do that on a controller.
Yeah, they have one action per item.
So
certain
they have
things certain actions.
their spacebar or the control, depending on which brother it is, and that is how they interact with everything. The grip is what it is, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
The gameplay, there's some light puzzle elements, I would say. Usually it's pretty straightforward. I mean, there's a part where you have to face off against a an evil troll, and you basically have to use one brother to open up a trap door and another brother to like step on the fingers of the one, and he like falls through into eyes. There's a lot of moments of like a hang glider scene where you have both brothers and you have to hold on with the action button, and then you're trying to traverse this canyon.
You
and
have to shift them both over to one side to turn.
Yeah, to
shift
turn
them
it
over to
that
the
way
side.
and then turn it the other way, and you have to like dodge rocks and shit.
So a lot of the stuff I feel were simple enough, but just enough frustrating. So when you actually got something, it made you feel smart about yourself. But like you can focus on two different things at once. But
Yeah, honestly though, I got super fucked up, like you were saying. Whenever the guy I was controlling with my left hand was on the right side of the screen, I was like, oh. I like couldn't do it. I swear to God, it was like the scene from just swap hands. It was like the scene from fucking from Kill Bill where she's in the car when she's in the pussy wagon and she's trying to like get her toe to move again so she can walk. I'm like looking down at my hand and I'm like, obey me, do it, because I try to. God, I just couldn't do it sometimes. You have to hold down spacebar to hold on to the ledges and stuff like that, and I would let go of my hand to stop moving so that I could grab the other brother, and I would just let go of the space bar. Like I could not stop it. It was something that I had to really force myself to be able to do, and I died a bunch of times just with stupid shit like that because I just couldn't handle it. So the controls were, at first it was pretty frustrating, but honestly, it really grew on me. If I'm going to be
and
truly
then there's
honest.
parts where you're platforming, where you're just walking forward and you're jumping on stuff. I would like to do stuff with the brothers, how they'd go separate and do their own thing, because it felt really fun to go do that, where you're controlling two people doing two separate things, but then still getting there together.
Okay. Is that pretty much all there is to the gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
there's
All right.
the gameplay. That's all it is. Your a mini puzzle solver,
Sort of puzzle.
and part of the puzzle is the controls.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, and honestly, there was a moment where I called it a moving truck simulator, because there's a bunch of parts where you have to grab like. There's one part of the game where you have to go grab this column of wood, and use it to block this machine so you can walk across this causeway, right? And it's like you got to hold one brother, and like the one brother's like, all right, you go to your left, I'll move my right, and you have to like squeeze it through this tight space like you're moving a fucking couch into your living room from the from the moving van.
That's
and you're like, all right,
exactly
no,
what I got
back
from
up.
that one,
All right, lift your end higher. Okay, all right, now your left, my right. There's a lot of that, and you're like trying to control both of them at the same time, so it's like...
And then, controlling both. It was fun, though. When you're actually getting the controls down, you're moving it pretty fast, and that was where it was fun. Is when you're getting the controls, and they're complex, but it's fun because you're getting them.
Yeah.
You feel accomplished. It gives you a nice sense of accomplishment after every puzzle. Like, you fucking did that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fulfilling, and there's not really much combat. I think the closest thing we got to combat would probably be
The spider chick.
Yeah, I guess that is a combat. That's boss
combat.
fight.
Yeah, you're hitting her and you're ripping her fucking legs off. So
yeah, there's that, and then there's the part where the wolves are chasing you at night in the
that
woods.
wasn't combat.
No, you smack them with the flame, man.
No, you wave the flame at them, and then the wolf runs away.
Look, you're singeing their hairs. That's damage. So that's 1 point of damage to their health bar in RPG terms. But yeah, I felt like the gameplay was frustrating in the beginning, though, and very intuitive by the end. And honestly, the only thing I would say that I hate about the gameplay is whenever you're trying to use any sort of like lever or crank device.
Okay, so levers are fine. There is only one certain type of crank where it's the one that raises platforms, and the brothers have to do it together, and they're doing it together, but I timed it. There was this one platform we had to raise the Einstein dude up to your level so you can use his platform to walk over it. It took a minute and a half to raise the platform.
Yeah, you're just sitting there holding
You're sitting there holding down the control thing for an actual real world 1 minute and 30 seconds for them to crank it.
Yeah, it's just painstakingly slow, and there's nothing you can do to speed it up. I mashed all the controls. The only thing you can do is let go and start over. So that was that's the only downer I can think of as far as the gameplay.
It's like, oh yeah, it's a 4-hour game because they fucking make this thing move so slow.
Yeah, they make this 1 hour crank animation. But I don't know. What would you give the
gameplay?
The gameplay?
I would give it a 9.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Cameron.
It was. I had a lot of fun playing this game.
Yeah, I'm going to give gameplay. I'm going to give it a 9 as well.
9 as well.
I had a lot of fun with getting the controls down. It took me a little while to do so, but once you do, like Cameron said, it's
The only reason I docked a point was because the right control was so close to the left arrow button on the keyboard that I would oftentimes get them mixed up.
yeah. So you'd kill yourself.
No, what happened most of the time is I'd go to hit the control button but hit the left arrow instead, so I'd just start walking. That's the
Oh.
only complaint.
Okay.
If it was like just a little farther away, I feel like that would have been better.
So you're mad at my hardware then?
So I could have, I guess, if it let you remap the controls. I didn't try to, but yeah.
all right.
Okay.
What about
Art design, the look of the
Yeah.
game.
So when did this game come out?
Well, the commercial was in 2013, so I assume 2013 or 2014. Or
I mean, this game isn't trying to be the best in graphics. It's not. That's not what it's all about. It's just a small game, and for what it was, and then there's these little benches where you can go sit on this bench and get a view of the area you're about to get into, just kind of get an idea of what's coming up. But it gives you this expansive view of the map ahead, and the art detail I feel is really good. It's a good looking game from an artistic point of view. Graphics wise, it's about average, I guess, for the time, for a stylized cartoony game, but those expansive views looked really good to me.
Yeah, the game came out in 2013 on the PlayStation 3, and later in 2015 re-released on PS4. And I think the game looks pretty solid. Honestly, it's not the most interesting to look at times, but I do like the pan out view. You get to kind of get a look at what puzzles are coming up. Like, oh, okay, how am I going to do the next little section of the game? Where do I need to go? And those did provide some really nice views. And honestly, near the end, it kind of reminded me of Eco and sort of a Last Guardian feel, and that's why I introduced with Last Guardian 2 as a joke for the podcast.
Last Guardian came after, so
It did, yeah, but Last Guardian was in development for an early PS3 game, so...
But there's this
Concept.
one funny part. There's a part where you're flying on the glider together, right?
Yeah.
Your glider gets destroyed, and you basically crash land where you want to go. You crash land the glider, and then you have to get to this puzzle where you tie a rope on your belt and you tie it to your brother's belt, or the brothers tie it to each other, and then they use that as a way to, like, they climb up and then one brother will swing while the other brother's holding on, and then the brother grabs the next thing and then the next brother will swing away, right? So we were doing the swingy thing. We're getting swung away, and then I panned back to where you could see where you crashed. Well, the part of the map where you had crashed on before had rendered out of view, but the hang glider was still rendered. So it was just a fucking mangled hang glider that was just floating in midair.
Oh boy!
So you had some design flaws while you were playing?
Just the rendering for the objects is different than the rendering for the terrain.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it looked fine though, and I liked the style and I don't know. When it was really dark, I thought it was a very interesting looking game. Like there's a part where, like I said, it just turns real dark real fast. You just walk in and there's a bunch of people hanging from trees. There's a part where one guy like tries to hang himself. In front of you, and you like stop.
I ran up. I'm like, how do I kick the stool out for him?
Yeah.
No, but what you do is the big brother goes in and grabs the guy and holds him so he's not hanging by his neck anymore, and the little brother climbs up the tree to untie the rope. And the dude, the reason why he's hanging himself is because his house burned down and his wife and daughter were burned in front of it, dead.
Yeah, so it's pretty fucked up.
The game gets pretty dark. And there's parts where, you're desecrating these dead giants, and there's another part where this entire army of people got frozen, and you just fucking crash right through them. You just destroy them into chunks.
Yeah, they're just like, look like people that just have a foot of snow on them, and you're just like moving this giant catapult through them, and it's just puffing them away. I'm like, God, dude, this is fucked up. I'm like tearing these people's dead bodies to shreds here.
Those brothers are fucking brutal. They didn't care. They're just like... Yeah, let's just douse some fucking blood all over us.
Yeah, they're pretty determined, but I don't know. Art design, I'm probably going to give an 8. It looked really good for the most part, but it was kind of
an 8 as well. Yeah,
it's kind of standard. To be honest, it's probably the part that I was least interested in, and I liked some of the castle areas and the forest area at night. I thought those two areas were really cool looking.
I thought that the part where you're at the edge of the battlefield and you're start walking through and seeing all the giants' corpses. We're talking like giants where you are barely like the size of their ear.
Yeah.
And then there's this part where this giant has an arrow in his arm and his hand's still holding around an axe, and then you and your brother push the arrow that's in his arm to move his arm forward to drop the axe forward to cut off the giant's leg down below. And it's a fucking large leg just slices clean through it,
cool.
and then the leg kind of rolls open, so now you can go down the bloody stream.
That's very Ico and
Yeah.
Okay, that's very that team of people sort of.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking. It gets dark where you are, and then there's another part where you're pulling back the bowstring on a crossbow, and you're loading it up to then shoot this giant right in the middle of his forehead, so he rolls back, so you can go past it. And it's a full on just thunk, and his head just snaps back. His head snaps back. I was doing the action. Sorry.
Snap back.
And his body rolls out of the way, so you can keep going forward. Like, this gets fucking deep and dark.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Music and sound.
Well, that's something Schweiss can talk more about than I can.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Well, because I was trying to listen to the game through the headset, and it was kind of like airy, like I could hear the sounds in the room clearer than I could hear the game when I had the headset on, because it was picking up sound of the mic.
Oh, geez, Cameron, you can go over here and turn the mics down.
I kept asking him, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the game, the sound itself just cut out completely. So I finished the game without any sound.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do we do?
For one, I can give you an opinion of what I did here,
Okay.
but let Caleb go first.
All right.
Okay, so the music for the most part I thought was good. It was very atmospheric. It wasn't anything super spectacular. The voice acting, obviously not English, so that's a difficult one to address. But as far as overall sound, I'd probably give it I'm going to give it an 8 for this one as well. And I give it full points for voice acting, so all 5 on that. Because I think it's genius what they did. They did throw in
But how many different voice actors did they really have? They only needed like 2 of them, really, if you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how many they have for the game, honestly. The credits were not very long, so not very many people touched this thing. But I do feel like that stuff was on par. I mean, the ending is pretty fucked up. Like you're standing there and they built a grave for your dead brother right next to your mom, and your dad is just like, he's just on the ground like crying at the grave of his son
Sobbing,
that brought him back to life, that died for him. So he has like 2 fucking dead family members, and the little brother's just standing there like just taking it all in and shit. It was great, man. The music, though, pretty standard, run-of-the-mill, kind of fantasy adventure-y music.
Fantasy adventure. It wasn't. It was it stock sound? Like, did they use like I don't know. I don't know how they made the music. I don't know if they had someone compose it, but it wasn't really synthesized.
The guy, his name's Gustav Grefberg.
It sounded like an actual orchestra piece that someone did, and they broke it up into chunks for smaller parts of the game. But so the sound, it did accent the gameplay just fine from the parts that I did get to play through it.
Okay.
So I was going to give it an 8 as well from what I had. And I'm not just saying that. That's actually the number I had in mind.
All right.
Wait, so you're not just saying that?
You guys are neck and neck, so here's the thing. Would you ever play this game again? What is your replayability
I was actually
score?
thinking I did want to play the game again. Just because it was so fun to control the 2 dudes at once.
Would you try it with a controller this time to see how it is with the 2 sticks?
Yeah, I guess I could try it with the controller next
Do you
time.
think it'd be easier with 2 sticks?
I think it would be easier.
Yeah, I do too. I do too, my friend.
Because you just have the sticks, so you can just point the direction you want to go instead of keep pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have the problem with the fucking grab key being right next to the left key either. So,
or would you? Maybe grab key is X, and
maybe
the other
grab
one
key is
like
stick down.
Yeah. That'd be fucked, dude. That would be way too much. So you will replay the game again. What makes you want to replay the game again, though? I mean, what adds?
Because I enjoyed the story and it was fun, and I'd probably want to get all the achievements. There's 12 achievements in total. I don't know if that's just for the Steam.
It'd probably be the same carryover for PlayStation.
So 12 achievements in total, and it just opens up the world a little bit more to you. We got 4 of them playing it together. He got 1, I got 3, but yeah.
Yeah, and they're like random achievements for doing random things in the world. Like,
yeah, it's pretty random stuff to get the achievements.
I got one for blowing a giant's horn. You know, like you don't even have to do it, but I got it. I didn't even get anything for beating the game. It's just like,
yeah,
it's like, you did it. You know. good job beating a
Okay.
3-hour game. So
Replayability. Out of 10.
Out of 10, I would give it a. I don't want to say 8 because I've said 8 so many times, but I'd give it an 8.
You're giving an 8. Okay. Schweiss.
I will give it a 7. And here's why. I enjoyed the game quite a bit. I think it is something that everyone should probably play. I think it's a game that you would actually enjoy a lot, Joe, because it's a very different game and it tries something that's very artsy in a way. And it does something that most other games that I've ever played can't accomplish. And it somehow tells a story that is extremely emotional without actually entirely knowing what they're saying, knowing their names really, other than like the guttural random names that they have been given. That's about the only thing you do know, I suppose. And it's crazy what they were able to accomplish with a story being told that way.
Okay. That's
But
interesting. I am interested in playing.
I don't know if I need to play it again, though, and that's why I gave it a 7 rather than Cameron's 8. Because it's I don't know, really good games. Sometimes it's like it's just awesome, and you don't really need to do it again, kind of a thing, you know. Like I've only seen The Godfather twice now.
I've seen it like a million times,
and I'm fine with that. Like I don't know. I like watching it, but it's something that I know is really awesome, and I don't have to keep watching over and over again to know that.
So it's worth at least one playthrough.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you have an opportunity to play this game, you really owe it to yourself to do so, and it's only a 3-hour game at most. So
3-hour game. I knocked it out pretty fast, and I enjoyed it immensely.
yeah, so
It wasn't a hard 3 hours to sit through.
no.
A little
it was-
frustrating at times just to get used to the controls, but each puzzle was fun in its own way to overcome. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on the game.
I
Play
think
it.
that was our final thought.
Okay,
Yeah, play
good.
it.
Play it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. These are the scores as follows. Story. Both of you guys gave it 10. Gameplay. Both of you guys gave it 9. Art design 8s. Music and sound 8s. Replayability. Schweiss gave it a 7. Cameron gave it an 8. Schweiss's score is 42 out of 50. Cameron's score is 43 out of 50 with a combined Nude Clan official score of 85 out of 100.
All right, let's see how that stacks up to Metacritic. PC version has a 90, Xbox 360, PS3 86, 85, the
so you're
re-release 81. So
Yeah, you're right in the middle there.
yeah, it's a great game, guys. If you like Journey, you're probably gonna love this.
There you go.
It's very similar. It's got like a strange way it tells its story, and there's no dialogue, so not really any dialogue anyway. So last week we did what we were supposed to do this week, and vice versa, and that was Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which, as everyone knows, means we have to give away a copy of Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Let's take a look at some of our reviews here and see who we're going to give this copy of this wonderful widescreen / full screen / whatever the box says it's not copy of Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I'm confused. Okay.
We had a widescreen, or it said widescreen, but it's totally full screen. I think the one that we bought last time for the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, we had a DVD. I think it said widescreen on Amazon, but the DVD didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we were lied to from the source.
Yeah.
All right. So we did get one review. Sadly, we have very few reviews for this show. If you guys don't use iTunes, by the way, I did get the show on Stitcher as of Thursday, I believe. So
Thanks for doing that.
if you guys, yeah, of
Appreciate
course,
that.
if you guys want to submit a review there, if you're not an Apple user or just an Apple hater, as many people are,
I
go
hate
there.
Stitcher a lot more than I hate Apple.
I do too,
Sorry.
but it is a great way to show us some love. So go ahead and throw you guys' review on Stitcher if you would like. That's just Stitcher.com and then search Nude Clan Gaming or Nude Clan Podcast. I'm not sure if it gives us a custom domain yet or what. Honestly, I don't really use Stitcher. But anyway, this one, it's a 5-star review here from April 24th by Hillthing titled Magic. I'm not sure how, but somehow these folks have convinced me to love them. So I'm not sure how, but I want to convey my thanks
Thank you.
to you.
Wasn't it he the one who wrote the alternate intro for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Hill thing. Yeah, that's his Twitter handle.
I think you're right.
So maybe that's how we convinced you into loving us, is by playing your remix of our theme song.
We love all of your remixes and drops. So
we also
thank you
got a
for all
Getting
of that.
Fat jingle.
Oh, that's true. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That was weird, but
Well, we don't have any jingles yet, so
that's true, and we should, according to a certain goal that we hit a little while
go on
back.
Patreon. Yeah.
Speaking of that, we will have a drawing on next week's episode. So everyone who has donated to our Patreon this month, I'm going to throw in one entry for our contest, and I will tweet out a list of the games available once this episode is done. It's the same set of games as before, minus the Caleb Craig's copy of Tales of Zestiria, which I think we still have another copy of that game anyway. So, let us know what you guys want. We'll do that drawing next week. And
Hey, if anybody's going to Metallica, June 7th?
It's June 7th.
Yeah,
June 7th in
yeah.
Colorado.
Yep.
Yeah, hook us
Denver.
up, tweet us or something. We can discuss.
Yeah, I know there's a couple listeners that are going. Roxo's going, and I guess that's Roxo and Chica. That's about it
Okay,
so far. But yeah, if you guys are going to that, let us know, man.
I know we
wanna
got some Colorado listeners. So,
do a little get together or something. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
and what's the point of living in Colorado? Metallica's coming to town, and you don't go.
I know exactly.
Might as well kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a Slayer concert now.
Yeah. Well, it's kill yourself, not be killed by the Slayer fans. Anyway,
I can't believe they didn't come to Utah. They've come to Utah on every single one of their tours.
It must have not been profitable last
And they
time.
just no, it was full, dude. I was there. It was full all the way up. The entire arena was full. They just didn't. They're just not going this time. It might have something to do with like how album sales did or something in this state. I don't know how they do that stuff, but I'm disappointed.
Wait, so you think it has to do with the amount of sales from each region? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, probably.
Like you said, though, I mean, I almost held out on tickets because of you mentioning that they do come every time, and they've check.
Come every time.
And they have
Every album tour they have come to Utah, and this time they're just like, nah.
Well, and the crazy part is like where they could end up coming later, but I don't know if I'm willing to make that. Take that risk, like they have European tour dates set up now, and still no Utah tour date. So
I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm mad and a little afraid that it wasn't going to happen.
Go to Colorado. I could use some of my time off and enjoy not being in Utah for
enjoy the Colorado experience as our.
You know the difference between Colorado and Utah is
marijuana's legal.
Marijuana's legal.
The Mormon population isn't 70%, and marijuana's legal.
There are plenty of Mormons still in Colorado.
Yes.
It's the mount. There's just more the mountains just keep going.
Yeah, it's the mountain. It's northern Utah is basically what it is.
Yeah,
there is no southern Utah.
No, there's desert in the south side of Colorado.
Oh, you're right. No, there is
man.
a shithole area, huh? Where it's like just death.
It's just like it's just
don't they film
part of
a
the
lot
Colorado Plateau.
Don't they film a lot in the Colorado dunes, or didn't they used to?
I don't know.
They filmed Hateful Eight in Colorado, though.
Yeah, they did.
The mega snow.
I still remember the Colorado dunes had some film action going on for them. Because did they call it the Little Sahara? Where is the Little Sahara?
I have no fucking idea.
I have to look it up later.
No idea what you're talking about.
The fuck is the Little Sahara? So I can't remember, guys. How did we do the movie giveaways? Did we do it like reviews since the last time we gave one away?
It's reviews since, yeah.
Okay.
So
the brutality behind that is that we have two options.
Okay.
We have Very Entertaining and Original by Orioles Fan 2099. As a listener of a bunch of video game podcasts, I have a hard time finding unique content. Nude Clan definitely fills that role. YouTube.com/hole. I'm just kidding. I made that last part up. These guys talk about new games,
I was about to say that's a winner.
retro games, yeah, video game movies, and whatever else they want to discuss, all in a hilarious and an extremely offensive manner. Highly recommended. Be sure to also check out their other works, including Ultimate Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast, that one, or Hill Things review for this week. What do you guys think?
Hill Things is nice, short and sweet, but I'm gonna have to go with the other one.
Orioles
Yeah, I
fan?
think so
Yeah.
too.
If I could give it away because of best cover
But
song,
the
I
Hill
would.
thing, his love is just so
I
pure
know,
and
but-
bared out there for
I know,
us.
but this is about the iTunes review, and I think the better iTunes
love
review
is on
is
the
the
table.
other one.
It's okay, Cameron. You can vote for Hill Things. Orioles fan is going to get the DVD, though. I agree. Great review. Thank you so much. Guys, the next video game movie won't be for a little while, but that means you have plenty of time to come up with an epic.
Give us
grand
a
review.
ton of reviews.
Yeah, we.
So who?
For,
Okay, his
for
name
Wing
is-
Commander is the next one, right?
Yeah, Wing Commander.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Be prepared to win that shithole.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that movie before. Like, seen it in a physical form, so I fear the price behind Wing
Hold
Commander.
on, just do an Amazon search right now.
Anyway, Orioles fan 2099, give us a tweet,
Tweet us or email us or something.
and we will give you a copy of Mortal Kombat Annihilation. All right,
Actually,
guys.
isn't it just both Mortal Kombats, or is it only Annihilation?
It'll be both, I guess.
Yeah, Caleb wanted to do both of them because we gave him both of them on
I mean,
the
how
last
can
one.
you watch one without? Wait, what?
The original Mortal
$10
Kombat's on Netflix right now. So
Oh, that's 2013. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And we're not talking about the
Oh
game
my
here.
God! Wing Commander.
Whoa.
Dude, there's like a million of them in here.
Well, some of those are games. You gotta find the movie.
Yeah, you got to look under movies. So,
Okay. Amazon Video.
Wait, I think
no,
the top
Amazon
one is it.
Video is a rental.
The top one looks like it's
That
it.
looks like an Amazon rental. Look for
Okay.
look for DVDs or
Movies and TV.
It's still going to get you.
It's going to have the same cover. Rent or buy.
great radio.
Wing
right
Commander.
yeah, the top one looks like it's it.
Well, that's the Amazon Video though.
Yeah, so we can't give that one away if we watch that one.
It said rent or buy.
117.34.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, that's very.
I don't think we'll be able to give Wing Commander away.
That's very. No. I'm just kidding. It's not affordable at all. That's bullshit. I had a feeling.
Alright, well,
this was going to be this way.
I think. How much is the game though?
The game Wing Commander.
Yeah, that it's based off of. Because we could just give away the game instead.
Dude, what?
I don't even want to know.
What
at this
console
point.
did that?
Oh, never mind. Holy shit!
Oh, Wing Commander 3 Heart of the Tiger. $299.99. Wing Commander 3 on DOS, $50. Yeah, there we go. Wing Commander Super NES, $3.82.
Oh shit!
That sounds like a fucking winner.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You're not going to get a copy of the movie because I'm not dropping $120
We'll give
on
you
it.
something though.
We'll give you a Wing
At
Commander.
least it's available to rent and own on Amazon itself.
Yes, so maybe we'll
Thank
send out
God.
a $5 or a $10 Amazon gift card so you can just buy it. And we'll give
Wait,
you a
can you gift an Amazon digital?
I think you can. Yeah, they'll give you. A
But what if
code.
someone
Maybe.
not of the U.S. gets the best review?
Ooh.
I don't know what to tell you.
Just
Yeah.
give them the cash value.
gift card?
We could. I don't
Depends. Give us
and
your
then-
reviews, guys.
And then what we'll do is we'll just we'll get one of those like art pads where you can like draw, and we'll just give them a digital version of our signatures, and they can just put it on the. We'll Photoshop it into like artwork for Wing Commander, so they can just have it on their back as their background.
We'll assign our stickers
Wow.
and send them the stickers, and they can put it everywhere.
All right. That works.
All right. Well, I guess there's no getting fat for a third week in a row.
We could do it. I don't know.
No, we got our questions from us to you, right?
Did you ask one last week? Or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I forget. I tune out whenever you go off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what you asked?
Yeah.
By chance?
Is the should be the NES Classic one.
Well, what did you ask?
What do you think is going to be on
I asked what they think the 30 games will be on the Super Nintendo Classic since it's been officially announced for the Christmas season.
Did you put it in the right folder?
I should have. I think I did.
I don't know.
No, that's not the. Go.
Where'd you put it?
Should be on the recent topics.
Caleb.
The recent topics. There's been a lot of recent
topics. SNES Classic. I see it right there.
Yeah, but I don't think
Down.
you put it in.
Is
the
that
right,
one yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't put it in the right part of the. You just put it in questions.
I put it.
That's
No, I
where
didn't.
listeners ask questions.
What are you, a peasant?
I didn't put it in questions. I put it on the main Nude Clan thing.
Well, don't do that either.
Oh, he did.
Well, we don't
actually.
have we don't have a fucking place for
wait.
our thing.
Oh, never mind.
Fucking asshole.
I wasn't going to stop you ripping into him because I enjoy it.
Suck my cock now, fucker.
So Caleb put it in
Not
the
with
most,
that attitude.
in the most sensible place possible.
I did put it in the most sensible place. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see.
I'm sorry. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Let's see what our listeners think that the SNES is going to come with, this classic version. Black Mage Justin said, strap in because here we go. Number 1, Earthbound. 2, Mario RPG, Super Mario World, Mario Kart, Chrono Trigger, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Golfing, not golf game, Lufia, Lufia 2, Clay Fighters 2.
Do you think Kirby Golfing is going to be on it?
I don't.
I don't either.
Battletoads, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time,
I fucking hope that's on there, but I doubt it will be.
Lemmings.
Lemmings is an amazing game.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played Lemmings?
I think I played it a long time
Dude,
ago.
it is an amazing game. I'm serious. You can find it. You can find it online, just as like a flash game. People have like just ported it.
That's
to
the
a-
one with like the
a
people
flash
with the
game.
blue hair and stuff, right?
So they like drop down out of the doorways, and
Yeah.
there's like a puzzle that you have to solve through
And
doing
so
their
they-
job, and they
so they go
do
all through- they
everything
go
in
through the door.
loops, and they always follow the person who's leading. And it is it's just an incredible game. Oh my god, it's so good
I have a copy of it on the fucking
on the Mac.
yeah, it's
old
a
Mac.
It's a Mac and it's a floppy disk.
Oh, so
you got
you're-
the floppy disk for Lemmings?
Yeah, I do. I bought it from DI. It was during my time of buying and reselling. I thought it was really cool. So it's like a collector's thing that I don't actually want. I just want to sell it. So, but no one
Nice.
wants it. So
give
if
it
you,
away.
have a Mac, an old ass Mac with a floppy drive, hit me up.
I do. What Apple is that made for? I'm wondering what
Oh, it's like
computer that's for.
it's like 95 or something like that.
I wouldn't know what that is.
I don't know.
Not well versed into
It's
the
It's old,
old
man.
Mac computers.
Anyway, after Lemmings, we have Cannon Fodder, Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Street Fighter 2.
Yep. I didn't like it, but understand its significance, he writes. Disney's Magical Quest. NHL 94. That would be very interesting to have a fucking sports game on there. Secret of Mana, Illusion of Gaia, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, F-Zero Racing, Super Metroid, and FF6. He said in no specific order, but clearly he likes him some RPGs. There could be lots more awesome games, but knowing Nintendo, they don't want to knock it out of the park 100%, so you'd have to leave the last 8 for some shitty games like Home Improvement or Mario is Missing. And he says later, oh shit, if Mario Paint isn't on there for the Buzz swatting game, get the fuck out.
Like, how many of, like, on the last one, the Nintendo Classic they did, were there good third-party developers on there, or was it all Nintendo games?
I don't think it was all Nintendo games.
Okay.
I know there was a good majority that were, but I think they had a few.
See, that my assumption with this would be that it would be the same thing then. Whatever that was, like, they would only be able to get the licenses for like a few of their games.
for certain games,
Yeah.
yeah, because it had like stuff like Excite-a-Bike on there.
Yeah, the big ones I'm seeing, Castlevania 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario.
Oh, so there's a good amount of
Final Fantasy,
Third party.
Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus,
You know,
Kirby's
back
Adventure,
when Nintendo actually had third-party support.
Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man. So I mean, the
God,
first one,
after the GameCube, they just didn't give a shit. Did
first
they?
3 Super Mario Bros. Tecmo Bowl. That game is awesome, dude. I fucking love Tecmo Bowl. First Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2. So
It's
there's
about
a pretty
half and half. It looks
yeah.
like.
There's half of the games I would
So
play.
maybe that is a more realistic list than I was thinking.
Yeah, you don't like you said. I don't think Nintendo's going to go completely full hog.
God, Nintendo needs to just make the GameCube 2. That's what they need to do.
The GameCube too.
Yeah, because the GameCube didn't sell as well as the other systems, but it was like,
Dude, I loved my GameCube.
I know that hardware wise or processing wise, it was a better system than the other two.
Yeah, it was.
It also when a game came out, it would come out for a third party developer game would come out for all 3 systems. It could
Yeah.
do that at the time. And then the Wii
Now
is
they
like,
can't.
okay, we're going to go for the gimmick and we're not going to cater to any gamers anymore. And it definitely worked for them financially right then. But
Yeah.
right now, it's like either bring the Wii back, the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii. They fucked up
Joe
pretty
wants the
hardcore
Wii
with
back.
the Wii U.
But, they're doing pretty well with the Switch right now, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, then maybe I should shut the
and
fuck up.
fucking Breath of the Wild has sold more than the Switch. There's more copies of Nintendo of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sold for the Nintendo Switch than Switches were sold.
So, what?
You guys know that.
I think they've been producing more of the game than the Switch. So
everybody's buying the game and being like, God, when
'cause
the
they-
Switch
yeah.
is available.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen
think
that
so.
that meme with that one black guy who's tapping his head, and it's like you can't do this if this and this happens. That's what I'm thinking of while hearing about more copies of Breath of the Wild sold than the fucking console itself. Like, come on, make the damn thing. But anyway, I guess it is a lot easier to produce, I would assume, a video game than its console. But that is just strange to me. I can't really wrap my head around it because there's not a single PS2.
Are there
game.
other great games that are supposed to be coming for this thing?
Not until summer and then the end of the year. Their big Mario game doesn't come out
Mario
until
Kart. Mario Kart. When is Mario Kart?
Mario Kart. I think is already out for it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it's just.
Oh, is it out for both
it's
systems?
Just Mario
is it out
Kart
for
8.
Wii U and for Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 8.
I
It's the
think
one
they.
Caleb
I think they
has.
might have added some stuff for the Switch version, but
Wait, Mario Kart 8's the one that we played at the party, right? Am I crazy?
I don't know if that was 8, but that's the one that we played with Craig. That's the one that Craig has
it's on
his
the
Wii U.
U. The one that has the gravity stuff where you go in the loops.
The one
I love
binged.
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
that
I
one.
hate. Yeah,
Well, that's
the one
not that
on
new of
there.
a game.
I loved Gravity
Okay.
games.
So, but it's been ported to the other system.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't mean that it's Mario Kart.
yeah. It's not. It's not their new.
That was the
exclusive
Wii
one.
U's Mario Kart.
That
Are
was
they
the Wii
gonna?
U's.
Do you think they're? Are they?
Which is an
planning-
excellent Mario Kart,
It's good Mario.
to be
Kart.
fair.
Are they gonna make a Mario Kart that's exclusive to that console?
I have no idea. They still haven't announced a Smash Bros. Game for it, which they've been making for every system now since the N64.
Yeah, well, that's
So-
that's one of their staples. That's a.
They said that they would probably
System
do
seller.
one, but they haven't announced it or confirmed it or done anything with that. And their Mario game doesn't come out until the end of the year. So
You sound. You sound kind of jaded right
there
now.
are
okay?
no games for the Switch.
Yeah.
No games.
Hey, so do you feel okay about not buying one then?
Yeah, dude. I'm still gonna wait that year.
Do you have a copy of Breath of the Wild? Though?
I
Are you one of
don't.
those fucks that?
I am not one of the people that bought that game beforehand.
But you can get Breath of the Wild for. Is it called Breath of the Wild? That
Yeah.
sounds really weird.
Breath
Legend
of
of
the
Zelda:
Wilds.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You can play Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, can't you?
Yeah,
Okay, well then.
I'd rather get it for the Switch though. Just because, if I'm gonna get a Switch, I might as well get it on the system.
Yeah,
that
I
it's
mean
made
it's
for.
yeah, I would too, and it's supposed to be a fantastic game. So I mean, no, I'm not trying to dock it by saying that why the hell would you buy it without a Switch. I'm just simply asking why the hell would you buy it without a Switch. But then again, Joe did buy Final Fantasy 13 long before
I
He
did.
had a PS3.
Had a
Yeah,
PS3, yeah.
I have beaten it twice.
Did
since
you?
then.
He had a way to play it
times.
though, so I guess that's okay.
You've beaten that game? Oh,
No,
okay.
twice.
Okay, I was
Twice.
like, God, dude.
I was thinking. I've started it multiple times, but I've beaten it twice.
Okay.
Okay.
That I guess that does make sense. If you know somebody that has a Switch, you can buy it. But then if you know someone that has a Switch, like they have Breath of the Wild, so why would you buy your own copy? It's weird. I don't know.
Well, so Dylan got a Switch, but he bought Breath of the Wilds for the Wii U.
Why?
I have no idea.
Gonna have to. That'll be the question from us to Dylan. We'll make that a new segment.
Question from us to Dylan.
Yeah. Why did you buy this for the old console when you have the new console, Dylan? Go on our forums and answer.
Oh my god. All right. Well, Cameron, I think just like took off to the bathroom,
Yeah.
but I think that's going to be it for this week.
No, I still got to ask another question.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Answer your goddamn question.
Okay, so
I'm afraid. Okay, I'm afraid of adding a whole bunch of shit to Nude Clan, like in terms of segments, because that's what we do on Ultima. We just do segments, and we have a discussion segment, which is really the episode.
Yeah.
And the more you add, the longer the show gets. And
Yeah, well, we
sometimes
don't care
Nude
about
Clan,
that on Nude Clan.
Nude Clan will hit the 2-hour mark sometimes.
Pretty regularly, I would
And
say.
then if we're doing question from us to you weekly, that could add like a half an hour of a discussion. So I would say that, you know, I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned. That's all.
Yeah.
Concerned of overly long episodes. But go ahead and ask your goddamn question.
Okay. So the World Video Game Hall of Fame, the Strong Museum of Play, has announced that they're going to add new video games to their Hall of Fame for the 2017 year.
Wait, new video games for this year?
For this year, yeah. So
Okay.
like the
Do they
nominees
have like a cutoff like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame where it's like it has to be 20 years old or something?
I don't know what their cutoff is.
Yeah, and it can't be Megadeth. It can be,
I'm not sure about that.
you know, it can be Green
It could be
Day.
a
but
not rock group.
yeah, it could be a not rock
Like
group or a fucking rapper.
NWA, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it can be NWA, but can it be, you know, one of the godfathers of thrash metal? No, it can't be them.
Can't be a rock group. you know?
Yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, and go ahead and throw Green Day in there, because you know what? Why not?
Green Day is rock and roll. I would put Green Day in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I would not.
It doesn't have to do with your taste. It has to do with like how influential the band is as well.
Megadeth, more influential, tremendous. Maybe not more. No,
Maybe.
I would say
You
it's
might
up
be right.
there. It's just people have
might be
forgotten.
right.
People have forgotten. Although Slayer,
Green Day is an extremely important band.
Slayer is. I think Slayer might be more
I hate
influential.
the Ramones, but they should probably be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sex Pistols, I fucking hate. I can't stand listening
You
to
don't
Sex
like the Sex
Pistols.
Pistols?
No, dude, that guy cannot sing to save his life.
Well,
Same with you too, but that's on a different level.
are they in the? They're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are they?
I'm sure if they're not already, they will be.
Jeez, dude, I can't. That hurts.
It's not based on your taste.
That hurts my soul, though. Yeah, I know it's not based on my taste. It's not based on rock and roll either. Why would it be based on my taste if it's not even based on their own
At
fucking
this
taste?
point, yeah, that's right.
It's a waste.
You're right.
So, okay, here's what I'm going to nominate. I'm going to nominate The Revenant for the Video Game Hall of Fame. There, a fucking movie for the video game one. Take that. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a video game.
yeah, it's like a video game. It's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. It should go in there. I know it's not a video game, but it's really good. Come on, people. Come on. All right, so Video Game Hall of Fame. What kind of entries does it have as of right now? I mean, you say they're just barely adding in 2017.
Okay, so
Is this something that they had for 2016 games?
They've had it since 2015. Some of the previous inductees, they do like 3 of them a year, and we're at the 12 finalists, which is leading to my question. But some of the past inducted games were Doom, the first one, Grand Theft Auto 3, Legend of Zelda, the first one, the Oregon Trail, Pac-Man, Pong, The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, Space Invaders, Super Mario Bros., Tetris, and World of Warcraft.
Okay, every one of those totally belongs. Yeah. But they're insanely influential and mostly very good.
Yeah, so like some of the criteria that they judge it on is like longevity, like their geographical reach, like influence on like society and like general gaming, like other games, stuff like that.
Their geographical release.
Wasn't Halo Combat Evolved nominated?
Yes,
And-
that's coming to the question here. So,
So we want to know what 3 would you pick out of
12,
the list?
Yeah, the 12 finalists are Myst, Halo Combat Evolved, Portal. Let's see, what are the other ones? Oh shit, I lost it. Oh god. Okay, here I got it back. Okay, Mortal Kombat, Microsoft Solitaire,
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Red and Green, Wii Sports, Tomb Raider, Street Fighter 2, Final Fantasy 7, and I can't see what the last one is. Fuck.
Might beat it a lot.
He'll put it on the thing, on the
Yeah,
question.
I'll put it on the thing. So anyway, out of those, the 12 games,
Plus a mystery.
Yeah, plus the mystery game. What do you think will be the 3 games that make into the
It's got to be Solitaire,
Video Game
man.
Hall of Fame?
I bet you.
Solitaire, Myst, it's a real
I think it's a
strong
toss-up
one.
between Red and Green and Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were based on my favorites, it would be Halo 7.
See, I was leaning on Halo, but when I
Solitaire.
saw Red and Green in there, I'm like, oh, that's gonna fucking take the cake.
Yeah, those are.
I assume all of those will eventually be.
I don't
in
know
their
though,
Hall of
because
Fame.
Pokemon is pretty Final Fantasy-esque in a lot of ways. It's way more grindy, so I mean, I don't have as much fun with it as I used to. But I don't know if they base it off of influence.
Oh, the other one is Resident Evil, the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's the mystery game.
I'm going to say Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil, and Halo. I think Halo standardized shooters, so it's very important. So
I think Halo is very important, but I don't think it stands a chance against some of the other titles. on
yeah,
the
like
list.
Solitaire. Yeah, Windows Solitaire,
Dude,
baby.
Solitaire is too good of a pick.
It's all about the 3-card draw, man. A 3-card draw with turn limits.
Dude, that's Solitaire.
with turn limits.
Hell yeah!
Oh, Jesus.
I like to lose. That's the whole point.
You like to lose?
Yeah.
I've
well-
never won a game of Solitaire with the 1 card.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's-
where you have to get to the bottom of the stack, and like if you get to the bottom, you lose.
Yeah, it's brutal. You got to be careful.
That's a luck thing. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
the Solitaire is
there's
based
got to
off
be
of
90% of those games you can't do.
Yeah,
No, it's not just based off of luck. It is based. I mean, there is a chance that you will not get it.
Yeah.
It's pretty low, but you have to play it right in order to get it.
Right. There's
Very
times where
nice.
you can choose, okay, I can move this red 7 from the deck, or I can move the red 7 and give a...
Solitaire. I've played hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Hours of Solitaire.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot you can do. Like,
Yeah, there's like a lot of
I wish there was an
variations
undo button so I can like play around with it, like pull
There
the
is,
7 with
I think, an
the...
undo button.
Oh, really?
there's-
I've never used
You
it.
can set up your games to be easier and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, okay, do I pull it from the stack or do I pull
On
it
the-
from
on the
here and
computer.
open up
You should
this
stream
other
Solitaire at some point.
other slot?
Yeah, that'll be so exciting.
Yeah, drinking game Solitaire. Well, every time we fuck up, we take a shot.
Oh man,
Every failed game.
Caleb's just like passed.
Yeah, I'm just dead. The stream just keeps going until somebody finds me.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for this week. Go answer the questions from us. You give us some iTunes reviews, and if you won the contest, please let us know how to get to you.
Orioles fan.
Yeah.
Come on.
You can go to nudeclan.net and check out our stuff there. You can support us on Patreon, PayPal, or through our Amazon link. If you buy anything through the Amazon link, we get a small kickback. You can tweet me at Joseph Vigilier.
Me at Obsidian Bob.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast.
And make sure to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Nude Clan Podcast. That's Nude spelled NEWD. Twitch.tv/Nude Clan Gaming. Watch us play the games live. I think that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.
Yeah!